I woke up this morning depressed and in despair that my life has no purpose. An hour later, I was filled with hope, and I loved this place I'm in, this world, and the beauty of it, and the part I play. What happened? I'll tell you. When I woke up in a dark room with my dreams still in my mind, I looked at my life and I realized I was still fighting the challenges I've always fought, and I'm still unhappy with where I am and where I've gotten so far. And I opened up the New York Times and I got even more depressed because I looked at it and this used to be for me, the epitome of the discussion that we're having in the world, that society is having with itself. But I look at it now and I see, 10 great things to do on your vacation in Yoruba. And that's, I can't go on vacation in Yoruba. That's writing for rich people. And then I see, predictions for the Oscars, who's going to get the Oscar nominations. And I thought, should that really be on the front page of the New York Times? Not even the nominations, but, who might get the nominations. That seems like superficial. It's superficial and pointless. And then I looked at the political section, and I saw a lot of stuff that is just not really true. It's political. It's opinion. It's trying to influence the readers for a certain political party, and it's not actually telling us what the world is about. And that just totally depressed me, and I thought, this world is just superficial and empty, and society and humankind is superficial and empty, and how can I find some kind of purpose or fulfillment for myself in a world like this? But then I had a doctor's appointment, and so I got dressed, got outside, I went outside, and it's snowy, it's kind of dark. It's we have dark clouds. I had to walk through the city, so it's loud, a lot of concrete, cars going by. Everyone kind of grumpy and going to work and not feeling good. And I was filled with a feeling of hope and beauty. And it was because I was outside. I smelled the air. It was not necessarily, you can't call it fresh because it's in the city, but it's fresher than my room. I was outside of myself. I was no longer in my own dark, lonely dreams, just looking at my own belly button. I was out participating some way in the real world of real people, even though I wasn't talking to anyone. And there was a little sunlight, not much through the clouds, but more than in my room. And scientists will tell you that, that changes everything. That changes how your brain waves work and things like that. But, see, that's what I'm talking about. Is that nature? Yes, it is nature. Because nature is us creating lives for ourselves in the world. And so even the ambulance going by and the noise is part of nature. And the concrete here, I'm near a highway. But a poet would interpret that differently. A poet would say, when you go out into nature or into just the fresh air, it's not just the brainwaves that change. You get a different feeling because you see that you are not alone and not in some deep hole that you've dug for yourself with your subjective impressions of the world. Rather, you see the grand design that we are part of. The greatness of the world, the greatness of history that came this far and to this point, the course of humanity and of the universe and of life and this incredible striving for life that we all are a part of, the plants, the insects, the animals. We are products of some kind of genetics, natural biology, DNA, striving for life. And even though we are small and tiny and face challenges that we maybe cannot overcome at times, or at least it feels like it, we are still privileged to be a part of this grand, eternal, universal thing that is life. And I wasn't only filled with the joy of being a part of it, I was filled with gratitude for, in my little, dissatisfied, Weasley way, to be a part of this grand, grand thing that none of us can understand.